I'm in Shymkent, the south of Kazakhstan. This is a city with stunningly beautiful architecture. The history literally can be felt here. Archaeologists say that according to the excavations of burials, the first settlements existed here in the 5th, 6th centuries. Contemporary Shymkent is a city of republican significance, a large industrial, commercial, and cultural center. This is the third city in the country by population size. The life of the contemporary metropolis combines with respect for traditions and history. Shymkent has a reputation of a garden city. When the weather is warm, the city is covered in greenery. The citizens are very hospitable, always ready to help the newcomers and give advice of where to go and what is worth seeing. Everyone here is already used to the tourists. It is not surprising, as exactly in Shymkent, many tourist paths leading to the different sides of the region start. Also in Kazakhstan, Shymkent is considered as the city of pilaf. The reason is the neighborhood with Uzbekistan. I was not surprised with the pilaf, but with an interesting look of shashlik from Uzbekistan, which has many recipes. Every cafe has its own, but there are some common moments of cooking which I made notes about. Shymkent has a very fertile soil. There are cherries, apricots, dried apricots, plums, pomegranates, quince, walnuts, grapes, and practically all sorts of vegetables growing here. It's not surprising that local markets abound with fresh fruits and vegetables. Shymkent markets remind Eastern bazaars described in ancient stories. You can find anything you wish here. Hello friends, I'm happy to greet you in my kitchen. I am back from sunny Shymkent. Shymkent is a storehouse of culinary recipes. No wonder it's south. People from the south, their cuisine is delicious in a special way. There are many kinds of pilaf, tandoor bread, samsa, and of course, I couldn't miss shashlik. Today, we're going to cook it. Shashlik will contain several kinds of meat: chicken and tender lamb. Young lamb is the best meat for shashlik. Lamb will be marinated much longer than chicken, that's why I'm starting with it. For this, I will need tail fat, lamb fillet, wine vinegar, and spices. So let's start. Marinade is going to be done according to Uzbek recipe. Slices of meat won't be big. We will need our shashlik to fry very fast. I will cut across fibers. The main task is to ensure that the pieces do not fall apart. The best parts of the lamb, perfect for shashlik, are dorsal parts, ribs, and legs. It can also be a shoulder blade. For many people, shashlik is a culture, and there are hundreds of different marinades, but the most well-known contain tomato, onion, and pepper. Actually, some people add mayo or kefir. I don't like these marinades much. I prefer when the product is fresh, the lamb is young, and it doesn't need to be marinated for too long. It is very tasty itself. I'm almost done with the meat. Now cut the tail fat. Slice it in plates in size of a piece of meat. It will cook something like this. The meat layer from tail fat and lamb. Tail fat is pretty dense and is good to cook. Wonderful lamb. And some wine vinegar into marinade, just a teaspoon per 1 kilo. What a marinade without tomatoes. Chop it into 4 pieces. I need only its juice. Press out the juice and cut the onion. Tomato and onion will not take part in cooking. We need only onion juice. That's why I will cut it big and mix with marinade so that the juice comes out. These are the quarters. Add salt before cooking. It is a very important moment. Black pepper will give a beautiful flavor to our marinade. Friends, add some zira or cumin to our marinade. A small amount, just a couple of times. I will scroll my meal so that this wonderful aroma complements the taste of marinade. Just a little bit. Marinade is ready. We'll leave it for 2 to 3 hours to rest, and now I'm gonna prepare shashlik from chicken. We will cook it from chicken breasts and hearts. Let's start. This is the beautiful chicken breast I have here. Cut it in cubes. Chicken breast is lean meat, and if you cut it in small pieces, then fillet will just dry out. That's why I recommend cutting it into cubes approximately 1.5 centimeters. That's the minimum. We will use a marinade from Thai cuisine for chicken shashlik. It will be some interpretation of teriyaki sauce based on honey, soy sauce, spices, ginger and garlic. We will need a thick consistency of the sauce and spread it around our chicken. Just 1 or 2 millimeters so the sauce absorbs, and we can fry it on charcoal grill. Finish with fillets. Now I'm gonna start with hearts. Remove these tubes on the bottom of the heart, but leave the fat. It will be tastier. I'm finished with hearts and fillets. Time to marinate. The basis of our marinade will be oil. We pour enough amount of oil and add soy sauce until the oil is completely dark. We need to have this kind of dark oil. Now honey will give special taste to our marinade. Don't spare it. Add approximately the same amount as oil. Your marinade sauce should be this thick. The basis is ready, and now we'll add spices. Grate the garlic on a small grater. Don't spare it, as honey will compensate and garlic complement this delicate taste. 5 garlic cloves for my amount of chicken is enough. You need to be careful with ginger though. Ginger has a very saturated taste, and we will need just a small note of it. Stir garlic, ginger, soy sauce, oil, honey, a bit of pepper, and it is allowed to add some salt into the marinade before cooking.
И в этот маринад опускается добавить немного соли сразу, не дожидаясь приготовления.
Our marinade is ready. I will dip chicken and hearts in it. Stir it. This is the marinade we have. Approximately 20 minutes and the chicken is ready. It is the time to warm up the charcoal grill. Just 20 minutes and the coals will be ready. That's why it's time to string shashlik on the skewers. I will start with lamb and show you how to do it. Take a piece of fillet with fat, string it with skewer, then take tail fat and place it next to the meat. Also, we'll have a small space between pieces of meat and tail fat with onion. Mince the onion, add it to the tail fat. The next layer: meat, tail fat, onion, meat, and so on. Adjust the filling of your skewer depending on the width of the charcoal grill. Shashlik sticks aren't too big. Therefore, southern people order 5 to 6 sticks for one portion. It looks so nice, I want to eat it already. This is what we have, but this is not all. In the south, I also saw breadcrumbs, but we will use flour instead. We will need some amount of flour which we're gonna mix with salt. Remember, I promised to salt shashlik before cooking. So I salt the flour and add some pepper. Mix it. Cover shashlik with flour. Each side. Such a good-looking shashlik. Moreover, it is terribly tasty. We have 4 wonderful shashlik sticks which we're going to fry now. Let's prepare chicken shashlik. Breast and heart have already marinated. Put chicken fillet, heart, again the fillet, and so on, to form a chicken shashlik stick. I already feel the aroma from marinade. Spices, honey, and oil add special flavor to shashlik. Look what a shashlik stick we have. I will do the same with the rest of the meat now. Coal is ready, we can fry. We need to wait until the flame is gone, otherwise it will just destroy our shashlik. Well, great heat. Never try to fry in a weak heat. The heat should be strong and our shashlik should be covered with a beautiful crust. Well, let's start. We'll place both chicken and lamb on the charcoal grill. We'll just take chicken a bit earlier than lamb. Look how wonderful our sticks are. The chicken has absorbed the oil and honey, that's why I'm not afraid that it might be dry. When frying shashlik, don't go away from charcoal grill. Watch the process. And to burn, so we'll use some water, slightly dim the flame and then place the shashlik on the charcoal grill. Look at the beautiful cover on the chicken. Just marvelous. Uzbek shashlik. Cut lamb and tail fat in pieces, chop onion and tomato, marinate meat in spices, tomato juice, and wine vinegar. Leave for a minimum 30 minutes. Before stringing shashlik, salt it and add some salt to the flour. Mix. String on the skewers, making layers of meat and tail fat. When the sticks are ready, roll them in flour and fry until ready. Serve with herbs and fresh onion. Chicken shashlik with hearts. Clean chicken hearts from blood vessels and thread-like fibers. Do not cut out the fat. Slice fillets in big pieces, mix with hearts and marinade. For marinade, mix oil with soy sauce and honey, add grated garlic, whip till smooth, put chicken and hearts in it. Marinated chicken fillet, string on the skewers, alternating layers with hearts. Fry until ready on the charcoal grill. Look at these delicious shashliks we've got here. So aromatic. Shashliks can go without grilled vegetables. Use the same charcoal grill. There is still enough heat and it's enough to fry another batch of shashliks. But now we're frying champignons, tomatoes and half-bitter pepper. Remove the seeds from pepper. Cut it in 4 pieces. Place it on the grill this way. Actually, it's time to get it ready. We'll grill vegetables today according to the classical recipe with minimum spices. Just pour some oil and salt it. This is enough. Champignons we cut in big pieces. 1 champignon into 3 pieces. It is a very interesting mushroom. It doesn't need to be cooked for too long. It needs just 5 to 6 minutes to become juicy, brown and soft. It will cook completely. Tomato. I advise frying tomato with skin. Cut every piece, place on the grill, and the central part we can use either for preparing salad or to fry it. I'm sure it will not fall apart. We place pepper somewhere so it won't burn. What else we need for our vegetables is a little bit of salt and some oil. If you marinate champignons in oil in advance, the possibility of them being burnt will decrease. From the other side, we also pour some oil. A bit of salt. And we go to our charcoal grill to cook grilled vegetables. Grilled vegetables. Peel all ingredients, cut, put on the oiled grill and bake for several minutes on each side. Another tradition which I found out from Shymkent city is the table setting skill. This tradition is the symbol of hospitality, so be my guest. Welcome. Discover new culinary recipes and travel with me.